Thank you for joining us and welcome to this Markets.com country profile on Russia. I am your host, Armando Gutierrez Jr. Russia presently has a population of 140 million with its currency, the Russian ruble, abbreviated RUB. The RUB is currently valued at 23.4 RUBs to the US dollar. Russia's economy is highly industrialized and an advanced producer in the mining and extractive industries, machine, transportation building, defense industries, communications, and consumer products. The current account balance of Russia is $109 billion, with imports of $260 billion and exports of $365 billion. Russia's major exports include petroleum products, wood products, metals and chemicals, and other manufacturers. Imports include machinery, consumer goods, medicines, raw food, and semi-finished metal products. Russia's real GDP growth in 2007 was 8.1%, with a GDP of 1.2 trillion in nominal terms and 2 trillion based on purchasing power parity. When examined per capita, Russia's GDP based on purchasing power parity comes out to just over $14,700 per capita. As for unemployment, Russia currently is 6.4% unemployed and facing an inflation rate of 15.1%. Now let's take a look at Russia's cash flows. Foreign direct investment inflows were $271 billion and outflows amounted to $209 billion. Taking a look at Russia's markets, we look to Russia's premier exchange, the Russian Trading System Stock Exchange. Located in Moscow, the RTS main index is a RTS index composed of 50 companies with a total wide market value of publicly traded shares of just over $1.5 trillion. Looking at Russia's political structure, the country is a federation overseen by Chief of State President Dmitry Medvedev and Chief Executive Prime Minister Vladimir Putin. Russia's main political forces from several political groups with no real smaller interests and special interest groups. For the judicials, Russia's legal system is based on civil law system with a judicial review of legislative acts. Now into taxes. There's a flat rate personal tax of 13%, with a corporate tax which presently was lowered to 35% to 24% from 35% in 2002. The VAT is now at 18%. Russia expects further cuts in the coming years. Now let's take a look at the top 5 big businesses in Russia ranked by market cap. Coming in first is Gazprom. Gazprom is the world's largest extractor of natural gases in the world with a market cap of $306 billion. Second on the list is Rosneft Oil with a market cap of $77 billion. Rosneft is a very large integrated petroleum company. Third is Sberbank with a market value of $71.8 billion and is the largest bank in Russia and Eastern Europe. Fourth, you've got Lukoil Holding Company. Lukoil is Russia's largest oil company and producer and has a market cap of $62 billion. Last on the list is MMC Norilsk Nickel with a market cap of $51 billion. It is the largest mining and nickel producer in the world. Looking to the future, we expect growth to be around 7.5% for 2008 and roughly 6.8% for 2009. Both private consumption and real wages increased this year, with consumption up 15.6% over 2007 figures, and real wages increasing at 13.1%. Inflation has picked the pace up and has now exceeded 15% for May, its highest level since December 2002. Despite tightened monetary policy, widespread high oil prices, and relaxed fiscal policies from earlier in the year are fueling a higher level of inflation. Still, expect inflation to lower slightly in second half of 2008. Coming off higher imports and slow export growth, expect the current account surplus to fall to 3.6% of GDP in 2009. Construction is up 26.7% and fixed investments are up 20.3% over last year. This concludes our presentation on Russia. I'm your host, Armando Gutierrez Jr., and thank you for joining us for this Markets.com country profile.